What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. And I want to break down Northampton Saints versus the Saracens this weekend. It's going to be an amazing game. Both teams have been in, of late, pretty good form and at exactly the right time. Now, Northampton, yes, they did end up losing. I think it was 42-17 to the Chiefs. And that was a pretty embarrassing loss. But looking at the squad that they played, it is kind of understandable. Whereas Saracens, they went absolutely nuts and just ran riot all over Newcastle, beating them 75-28. And that was an absolute spanking. They got hit like they were just stealing something. It was ridiculous. I don't know if it was a case of a Lions resurgence, considering the amount of Lions that ended up scoring, and obviously Mr. Maro Toje himself getting on the score sheet, kind of just saying, yeah, this is the kind of performances you're going to get from me. But the Saints, they have before this loss up against the Chiefs, they were on a spectacular run, and whilst doing that, they ended up beating Leinster as well. So all of this is going to be building up to the Champions Cup final up against Bordeaux. But the Saints are going to want to be coming into these games as strong as possible. Yes, the Gallagher Premiership is kind of out the way, whereas I believe the Saints are currently sitting seventh. Let me check. Yes, no, sorry. So they're sitting eighth, whereas the Saracens are currently sitting fifth in the table. So I think they've kind of ruled it out and said, look, Premiership done. All of our focus is going to be on the Champions Cup. Players like Tommy Freeman, they have been urging the coaches to play them, even with the game cap limit, coming very, very close. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of team plays up against the Saracens and what team the Saracens are going to be putting out up against the Saints. The Saints have another competition to worry about. So personally, I do think that the Saints are going to be playing some 18 players. I don't think they're going to be playing a full squad. We might see a couple A-listers, come on for at least like 15, 20 minutes at the end of the game just to keep themselves fresh and fit, and game ready. But I can't see them putting in another strong performance up against the Saracens. I do feel that the Saracens are going to come out very strong with 900 different Lions in their ranks, and they are going to put a lot of pressure on the Saints, right? But again, there's reason, and I'd imagine there's method to the madness. So I'm not expecting a full string Saints side. They are going to want to be resting players as much as physically possible while still keeping people up, ready, and going. But when you look at that Saracen side that beat Newcastle, that was really, really scary. The way that they were playing, the way that they were passing around, they looked so fluid. They were just breaking Newcastle at every single moment. And this is one thing I always get frightened when it comes to the Saints, is that defensive line, especially when they're not playing their full 18. The defensive line becomes very frail. It becomes very leaky, and it's a real big liability. So anything is possible. We could potentially see the Saints come out and absolutely destroy them. But I don't know. It's, for me personally, as a Saints fan, I see their priorities lying elsewhere. I see their priorities lying in the Champions Cup and preparing for Bordeaux. Whether they finish 8th or 7th is not going to make much difference to them. They're not fighting for the top, right? They're not going any further in terms of the Premiership. So they're putting all their efforts into the Champions Cup. So I'd imagine you are going to be seeing your players like your Pollock. I don't know, Pollock, he does like to play. He's been playing really well. He's been playing a lot recently. So there's every chance that he might play. But I can't see a player like Finn Smith or Alex Mitchell getting game time. I really can't see them getting game time. More than likely, Kameni will probably get on there. I'd love to see Furbank if he is fit and ready. I say this every time, but I just want George Furbank to be fit and ready. Whether he's going to get, even if he gets 5 minutes in this game, just to have something, and then hopefully ready for Bordeaux. We don't know. but he is definitely healing. It's just I'd imagine they're going to want to make sure that he is fit and ready to go. So ultimately, I do feel that the Saracen side, they're going to be coming in strong. You're going to have Maro Toje leading the line. Um, and it's just going to be, it's going to be a scary, scary game. I am going to be watching this game with gritted teeth and a pillow in my face because every time the Saracens are going to get the ball, I am just going to be worried. So yeah, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. What's your score predictions? Who do you think is going to win? Do you think the Saracens are going to come out and absolutely demolish the Saints, or could it be a relatively tight game with the Saints playing a few players from their A team and putting in quite an effort? But personally, injury risk, Champions Cup final, I think they're going to be smart about this, and I think they will more than likely happily take a loss. As much as I hate to see it, they probably will take a loss and then, move on. So let me know what you guys think. Thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.